What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. Alright, so this is the situation we have right here. This is Invest 92E. There's a lot more storms bubbling up. It's getting more organized by the hour. We have the latest from the NHC right here. So we now have a 90% chance of formation in the next 5 days. We have 48 hours. We have 40%. So this is the situation we have right here. A broad low-pressure area located a few hundred miles southwest coast of Mexico is producing a more concentrated area of showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions are expected to become conducive for development of the system, and a tropical depression is likely to form on Tuesday or Wednesday while the system moves slowly northwestward off the southwestern coast of Mexico. So that's the situation we have right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at the latest satellite imagery, those storms are really firing up a lot, and it's looking. The structure looks a lot more impressive than it was yesterday. It just needed that time over that warm water. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sea temperatures just to show you what's going on. Basically, okay, that's a little there. Okay, yeah, it's basically around here. We're looking at 28 to 27, 29 degrees Celsius water temperatures. That's plenty for this thing to develop. And the wind shear on this, this is where the system is. The wind shear is actually pretty decent, but it could be better. So let's go ahead and take a look at this current storm information that has just come out. Location 12.5 north. 99.5 west, still 20 knot invest, 1008 millibars is the same. The intensity and the tracks have changed a bit. The tracks no longer have this thing making landfall in Mexico, so that is good news right there, but we will continue to track this as it develops. The intensity has dropped as well. We're now down to tropical storm strength at this point, although hurricane strength is not out of the question according to several models, including the HMON, HWRF, and GFS. So so that's essentially the situation. Let's go ahead and take a look at right here. The HWRF hasn't come up with anything new, although it was calling for a very powerful hurricane. Although the HWRF is basically your worst case scenario model right there. The HMON right here, we're starting to get some new information coming in. It's just gonna take some time for that to happen, and I'll update you guys as the new information develops. But just as a recap, the HMON is expected to strengthen potentially to a hurricane, about moderate, a decent strength, about 98.5 millibars. Looking at potentially a Category 1 hurricane. According to the HMON, the GFS says the same thing as well. So really not much of a change when it comes to those models, mostly because the new data isn't fully in yet. But that's the situation we have right here. We also have this other area of this potential disturbance at 5 that's been issued. The area of low pressure is expected to form during the next few days south or southwest off the coast of Central America. Subsequent gradual development of the system is possible as it moves slowly northwestward. So let's go ahead and pull up some more satellite imagery. Let's go ahead and go to the Eastern Pacific right here, and this is where the first one is. The second invest, this is the area of development. There's a lot of thunderstorm activity right there. So any one of those thunderstorms could definitely warrant some stuff to happen over there. But I'll be keeping an eye on it. I must say though, the Invest 92E looks a lot more organized now than it did quite a while ago. So I will say that. Can this thing strengthen to a hurricane? Yes, it is very possible that it will. But is it likely? We'll just have to wait and see. We do have some more storms kind of firing up right here. So, yeah, that's an area of interest right there. Actually, let's go ahead and stop it and go to the last frame. Last couple of frames, we have in the last 30 minutes, we've had several storms just bubble up and fire up. These things kind of like the cycle. They will fire. Sometimes they'll fire up for a few hours and they'll calm down. But once the storm fires up and it continues to fire up, that's when really it starts developing into a tropical depression. So I want everyone to understand that as we move through with this. I'll continue to watch this because it still has the potential to make landfall in Mexico. Even though the tracks currently don't say it right now, it is a little too close for comfort when it comes to how close it is. but I will continue to keep an eye on the situation as it develops. But with that being said, it's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out and helps me make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather, and I'm hoping I am doing it with this channel. So, with that being said, guys, have a wonderful day. Stay safe.